Hello people of the world, it is your favorite essa content creator, Milo. We're going to be doing a video that I've been procrastinating for way too long. The 100 sub special. I think I'm about 68 subscribers late for this video, but we're going to do it anyways because I don't really have an excuse, but yeah, it's just... Also, we have a guest that's going to be joining us, Captain. Made him a bracelet that says his name. Very cutesy, very mindful, very demure. So, the reason I've been procrastinating to do this video for so long is mainly because of the fact that the internet where I'm at right now is absolute dog crap, and I'm also just like lazy and I have nowhere to record this, and I don't have a microphone, so I have to talk really loud to get any of the sound, like my voice, in the videos. Let's just read the questions, okay? Also, on a side note, I know my mask is crooked. I'm gonna fix it eventually, just not now eventually. Yeah. Okay, so the first question is by that essa Carlos. They said, so one time I went to a carnival with my aunt and she went to use the bathroom and I was just walking around for a bit and these teenage boys started barking and yelling at me free.
Emotional damage!
And I just walked away and I noticed that they were following me, so I went up to a random man and said, they're following me, and he said, what? Oh, and he yelled at the boys to get lost, and they just started cursing at me and saying that thing isn't real furry, but eventually they left. I was very overstimulated. Oh my god, I swear to god, it is always the teenage boys. It is always the teenage boys. Sometimes it's the preppy girls, but most of the time, it is teenage boys. That is just insane. It's one thing to bark at someone and yell furry just because they're carrying a stuffed animal, but it is a whole nother thing to follow and harass them to the point where they have to get an adult. What is wrong with people? This next one is by Lily's Working Pups. She said, I was doing some training with Atlas at a convention and these ladies walked up to me and were like, why are you carrying a stuffed animal? I thought that was interaction would be bad, but they ended up being really nice, asking his name and wanting to see him. Aww. That's actually really sweet. I don't bring my essa in public. At least, like, I think there was this one time that I walked my smaller essa outside, and that whole time I was like having like a mini panic attack inside because I was like, everybody's staring at me, everybody's staring at me. But I do plan to bring Captain on my next, like, when I go to the store, because the world is not gonna like revolve around me just because I'm bringing a stuffed animal. People don't care if you bring your stuffed animal with you. They might like look at you, but what can you do, man? People are gonna look at you anytime you do something. Like, they're gonna stare. Don't be scared to bring your essa out in public, because like, you can have bad interactions, but you do just have to shake those off. They're bound to happen sometime. But there are a lot of good people out there that would love to see your essa, like they're here and just see them. They're like, all of your guys' essas are adorable, like beyond compare. Like, oh my god, the essas that I see while I'm scrolling are just so adorable. Like, every single one. I'm getting off track, I'm sorry. This next one is by that DSSA creator. He said, okay, so one time I was at a huge store with my DSSA and this huge Belgian Malinois lunged at him and bit his arm off. I had to pay someone to sew his arm back on, and afterwards the dog's owner just laughed and said, sorry, maybe you shouldn't have that thing in here though, and they walked off. They're so mean. Anyways, your essas are so cute. Can I ask what brand the orange and black one is? I want to get one. First off, Walmart is not pet friendly. I do not have a service dog or need a service dog, but only service dogs are allowed in Walmart. If your dog is like that aggressive to a point where they're gonna bite, don't bring your dog in the store, please. For the love of everything, do not bring your pets into Walmart. I'm pretty sure it's illegal actually to bring a dog that is not a service dog into Walmart is illegal. To fake a service dog is illegal. If your dog is a service dog and not trained, then you can't bring them into a store that's not pet friendly. Just saying. Captain is, like they asked what brand he is. Captain is a Playwright Bernese Mountain Dog. I've not customized him yet, but I probably will in the future, but he's a Playwright Bernese Mountain Dog. He came with a bone in his mouth, but I didn't really like it, so I cut it out. You can do that too, it won't affect anything, but yeah, they just asked what brand he was. Next one is by Sin the Silly Guy. They said, nah, because once me and my friend were training our ESSAs at a trampoline park, and there were teens giggling at us, and they got told off from the staff. See, that is what I want to see more. If you were at like a park or something, and people are harassing you, employees should see what's going on, and they should tell those people to stop like harassing you. We need more good people like that, honestly. There's nothing wrong with having your ESSAs out in public. If you're going to a place that gives you anxiety or like you're just scared to go there, bring your ESSA. Something bad could happen, but the chances are very low. Don't be scared to bring your ESSA out in public, genuinely. This next one is by I Eat Dog Food. What username is that? And they said, so one time I went to Arby's, not by choice, I hate Arby's, and I brought my ESSA Coco, and I accidentally left her at the table. Oh my God. And I had to get on the bus to go home, and I realized she wasn't with me, and I started sobbing and screaming at the bus driver to stop, and when he did, I literally ran the whole way back to Arby's, and thankfully the employee had taken her in the back in case I came back, and she's sitting next to me right here. She looks just like the pink dog you have. Aww. Oh my God, I have a similar story. I was at the park with my sister and my brother, and it was like a park and then a gas station, so we had gone to the gas station to like get water because it was like the butt crack middle of summer, and I had left Peaches, my pink and white dog, my pink and white poodle dog, at the table, and while we were checking out like at the store, I realized she wasn't there. I ran out the gas station, and I just like ran across the street that was between the park and the gas station, and I literally ran faster than I've ever ran in my life to get her because she's a lightweight stuffed animal. So and it was really windy that day, so she could have very well blown away. I was just scared out of my mind that she actually did blow away and that I wouldn't be able to find her because I have had that dog. I've had Peaches since 2019, and she's like, you guys, like, if you have an ESSA that you've had for a long time, you'd understand. She's just so important to me. Our bond is very strong. I would not know what to do if I lost her. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. Those were all the questions that were submitted. Thank you guys so much for leaving your stories. Did I say questions? Thank you so much for leaving your stories on that video. Thank you guys so much for, well, now 168 subscribers. My goal for 2026 is to reach 500 subscribers. I post consistently, and I post with Captain. I post funny videos, feeding videos. Sometimes I ask you guys in posts what you would like to see more. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe on this video. Have an amazing day. Thank you guys for watching.